I'm sorry for the low cost setup, but this is how I'll present this harmonizer by AHAR. The AHAR 3 harmonizer pitch shifter by Tom's Line Engineering. So what's a pitch shifting pedal? Pitch shifting pedal is from the word itself, it pitch shift. But let's talk about the knobs. Um, of course, the on and off switch here, and this controls the amount of the knob controls the amount of pitch. So for video purposes, it's so hard because there's this metal thing right here, which protects the knob from when accidental tweaking because of accidental push of this on off switch. The dry and wet knob, oops, it grounds. 9 bolts. Okay, it has an up, detune, and down function, which I will later. So one problem with this kind of pedal, I have the mower pure octave pedal, is that they have the tendency to decrease the signal. So what I did is I used this equalizer pedal which has a gain control knob, so I could increase clean boost the gain to increase the signal. So this is one of the problems with this kind of pedal. I don't know if it's because of the design or the engineering stuff, I really don't know, but one problem really is that it really decreases the signal, thus it decreases the overall volume when you turn on the pedal on. So without further ado, I would love to demonstrate what are the things that could do with this harmonizer pedal. So this is the normal signal. Although it's not clear in the screen, I would turn on the equalizer pedal to add a bit of boost in the signal. Here is the major scale at the position of the root position, starting at the A string, 3rd fret. So this is the volume level of the equalizer is at flat. So this is how the volume is when you turn this on. I'll turn off the wet signal first, so I'll pull the dry levels. As you can see, as what I have said a while ago, this kind of pedals tend to decrease the overall signal. So what I will do is first to increase the gain by 12 dB. So that would do the trick. So what I have now is an equalizer pedal with a gain function, but you could also use a clean boost pedal. Actually, I have tried the mover tender, the pure octaver by mover, with the same design, but it's from the word itself, octaver, so the function is more of on octaves. So I have tried it with distortion on for boosting purposes also. I tried the distortion after the pitch shifting pedal, but still it really decreases the signal going in by I don't know how many, but it really has a difference with the overall volume. So turn on the volume. I hope you could hear me. I'll decrease on the volume. So from the word itself, pitch shifting pedal, it changes the pitch of the sound, and we have a dry and wet signal. So for example, right now the wet is on the low. I'll turn this up. It means I would pitch shift the tone up depending on the level. So this is the dry. So I will turn on the, first of all I will put the dry signal on the 12 o'clock position. So I would put it first in the 5th position. Again, with this kind of pedal, I don't know how to describe it, but it really affects the overall volume. So right now I would increase the volume output from my equalizer pedal, so for you to hear the difference. This is C with G with a pip above it, or in short it would be, by true musical terms, step, it's wait. So from C sharp, D sharp, E, it's E sharp. So you could hear the dry signal. With the wet signal when it's on. I love it. I love to hear that there's a bit of delay, so you could see that there is really two different tones, even though I'm only pressing one string, one note at a time. So try it on the E sharp, F, which is the 4th. So that's what's different here. Let's try it, I would turn the dry knob down and put on the wet knob on full. Do, re. Still I'm pressing one note, same note actually. Do, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp. So the 7th would be, there's no 6, so 7th would be the G. So it's the 5th. As you can see, I'll put the 3rd note, it's C. I'll turn it up. So it's a different tone. What would I do is to show you that there is really a changing in tone. I will press one note, which is the C, the C note in the B string, and I'll hold it, and I'll turn the knob up. 2 octave down. So the last two option is, so somewhat if you don't have an octaver, this pitch shifting pedal can also be an octaver because it has an option of 1 octave and 2 octaves. So this is 2 octave up. I'll turn on the dry signal so you hear the difference. So from the word itself, rather than the harmonies and a pitch shifter, it's also a harmonizer. So some intermediate music theory, you know that the chord is made from stacking. Harmony is means stacking um, at least two different notes, playing them together and making this different sound from just one note played. So this is an octave played harmoniously. It means I'm playing one note and it will also play another note 1 octave above it. If you have watched my previous pedal for gears episode, you know how much I am fan of the style of the Royal Blood music. So this is part of my arsenal because it would do rather than, because I already have an octaver pedal, so I would use this to create power chords. When a brief lesson about power chords, it's you're playing the root note with another fifth note, with its fifth note on top of it. So the fifth note is 7 semitone above the root. So as you can see, it has it has a root function. I'm just only playing one note, but it feels like it's playing a chord. So for example, I'll play a simple bass progression having a fifth on it. So it's like, from the word itself, your own harmonizer. If you really study chord theory, with just two notes, you could create two simple notes with simple finger placement. For beginning guitarists, could play seventh note, which is in a beginner's point of view would be hard to play those chords, but playing it with harmonizer, if you just know the theory behind, can be simpler. As you can see, it has that blues sound of 7 because I'm currently, simple theory, currently I'm using the fifth mode, so it means it has the note of G. This is the sound of a power chord without the harmonizer. Although it's not in the video, but I'm playing two notes. This one, and here is with the sound of the harmonizer. I'm playing one note, the root note. You can hear it that it has the sound as if I'm playing with two notes, and it's harmonically blended. So by theory, the the fifth of the third note is the seventh, major seventh. So if you play a 1 and a 3, it would create a seventh note. So that's the idea behind. Again, you could have the mixture of how loud your dry signal could be and how loud or um, how soft, how low the volume is the wet signal could be. So the dry signal at 2 o'clock and the wet at the night, then the 10 o'clock position. Personally, I really love how it sounds right now because a simple 1 and 3 notes that I'm pressing achieves the 7th sound. And I even love how it sounds when I play solo. I'll try the major 7th. Again, it's just a demo using this pedal with just the clean sound and a boosted signal by an equalizer. So this is plainly the demo for the harmonizer itself. So the next function would be is the detune function. From the word itself, it's detune. It's from a single note. From a single note. You move. If you would look at the manual for this pedal, the knobs have different values for the ranges in the output of this pedal. So it's by cents. So when in the tune mode, all that it means is there's what we call cents from the original tone, how microtonally or micro increments does the pitch go out of tune. It does not go out of tune to the next note or even to the next semitone, but it's just more of a micro increments. So what do I mean by that? This is the 0. If I put it here, so you could hear that it sounds like in and out of tune. Or this. So I'll put it here, so there's a difference. In for me personally, and in my opinion, and for those of you out there who really knows a thing about pedal, since I am somewhere in the beginning of the journey, um, in this pedal world for electric guitars, as a single note, for me has a micro tonal vibrato effect, but for a chord play, this pedal gives you a chorusy effect. You cannot hear the difference right now because the dry is down, but if I put it both again in the 12 o'clock position, so you could hear the chorus effect of this song. That's for the chords, and here's for a single note. So, and for the last function would be the down function. So this means that for every note that for every amount of knob you turn, it would decrease the pitch by that amount. For example, G or C. Again. I'll use the first string, the E note. Open only. Turn on the dry signal again. Theoretically, you could use this to drop your tune down, but based on the previous review, using pitch shifting option to tune your guitar down or to tune it up, it is somehow comparing it to a voice that being auto-tuned. It really does not sound natural. But again, it still depends on what kind of sound you are up to. But if you are using this harmonizer pitch shifting pedal just to, for example, in a show you have a sound that is on one half step lower than the standard tuning, and you use this for easy changing for convenience sake. Again, it is really not not advisable, but the point is the outcome is really unnatural. And again, it's, you could compare it to a voice being auto-tuned. You um, you would really know the difference, even for um, inexperienced listeners would hear that it is auto-tuned or it is not natural. But if ever you would still um, want to do it, um, Guns N' Roses, a classic band during the hair metal era, love, most of their songs are in a half step down tuning. So this is how it sounds. If you are familiar with their song November Rain and you hear the solo, this is how it sounds if you use the pitch shifting pedal. One thing that I have noticed is that in despite the dry signal is way there down, you could still hear microseconds of the original tone before it is processed. It's like that there is the attack time. This attack time is a term used for compressor pedal, but here the attack time, the time where the pedal will do its job, there is somewhere uh, 5 to 10 microseconds delay before it would affect. So as you can see, there is really a difference if you really hear the original lead by Slash. So again, you could also use this as an octave pedal. If for example you don't have a bass in the band and you would have a low end to your sound, you could boost it. So again, you could use this pedal to achieve some part of the royal blood effect. I mean, you could use as an impulse buyer, I have bought 2 of these because I would have to do some experiments with harmonies in the future. But for now, this is a demo video for this pedal. So you could even have to put it on to octave down. So the for a pedal alone, for this pedal alone, you could have many different ideas you could come up to because of the different function it could give. It could be a chorus because of the detune function. It could be a harmonizer, an octaver, and even by theory, a pedal you could use to automatically and conveniently tune. So that's all for this pedal review. Thank you.